4 steps to handling a problematic family member during the holidays. We all have one. The first step is don't hope that they behave, because they won't probably. And if you're prepared for them to misbehave, you are not going to be blindsided, and that allows you to stay a little bit more calm. So don't give them the power by hoping they behave. Take it back by being prepared.
All right, we are talking about how to deal with family tension over the holidays and techniques to stop the drama before things escalate.
Dr. Erin Leonard is a psychotherapist who writes for Psychology Today. Her most recent book is How to Outsmart a Narcissist. Use emotional intelligence to regain control at home, work, and in life. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
I think at this time of year, everybody's got some person in the family they're trying to avoid. A lot of people just stay home. Is your advice to engage and go and
yeah, to be prepared, have some tools to use in case there is an issue. And really, if you're prepared and you have actual tools to implement, things can get a lot easier. And then you can enjoy the holiday with family, and then take a break when you need to.
So the first one is it's important to empathize, and that can be a foreign concept for some people.
Yes.
How do we do that?
Yes. So if someone brings up a topic that is you feel like it's going to escalate things in the room, what you want to do is say, you feel really strongly about this. I get it. And then you're honoring what they feel, but you're not furthering the discussion. So you want to dismiss the discussion, not the person. And so if you honor how they feel, you're not agreeing or disagreeing.
Right.
Basically, you're just saying something very respectful.
And do you just say, I hear you, and then you just change the subject? You go to a different room?
That's
what do
exactly
you do?
right.
Okay.
So you empathize with the quick statement, I hear you, this is very important to you. And then you ask them a question that that they kind of want to talk about to help them switch gears naturally. So, hey, how was Bobby's soccer game last Saturday? I heard he scored 3 goals.
Right.
Or how was that trip to Alaska? So you're really allowing them to still talk about themselves. You're still participating in the discussion. It's just a better discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Are there other boundaries other than the geography of the room?
Yes, absolutely. So if things do escalate, you may have to take a firmer approach. So you may hit the pause button by saying something like, hey, we have to agree to disagree right now, let's move on. Or, hey, maybe we should talk about this another time. And you just really want to kind of stop the discussion very, very politely and gently. And then if it continues to escalate, it's really important to kind of separate the group, right? And so you can do so very naturally by saying, hey, Denise, can you help me with some dessert, getting some desserts out of the freezer? And so you want to separate people so everyone can just calm down, take a deep breath, and let the dust settle.
It really is. It seems like the elephant in the room is politics these days, and it's really interesting how even the most simple comment or conversation can somehow get sucked down the political rabbit hole.
Absolutely, and very quickly.
Yeah.
Before you know it, things are escalating and everyone's on edge and everyone's uncomfortable. So having these tools and just being aware and being prepared and having the confidence to implement them will really help you keep your holiday safe space. Safe emotionally.
Right.
Yeah.
And people will want to come back year after year.
It seems like every time we do these around the holidays, there's someone that writes in and says, what do I do if I'm not engaged or don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend in my family? I don't want to go because they're going to ask me what's going on in my personal life. That's a big one.
Yeah, it is. And so if you have a gentle kind of very warm response like, oh, it's a long story, I'll tell you later. Because, private discussions should be handled one-on-one in private. So it's hard to talk about personal things in a big family public kind of gathering. So it's very important to just honor yourself and just be very matter of fact, be very calm, and just say, hey, I'll tell you about it later. And, give them a little wink.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts about this strategy? How about communicating prior to the event to let them know these are the ground rules? Is that too controlling or?
No, I think if you know your family members and you know that they will, be respectful of this boundary, it's very important to say that, especially because, people sometimes just can't help themselves. And so, they don't have a filter. And so really making it clear, hey, we're not going to talk about politics at dinner tonight.
But see, the people that are going to bring up the topics you want to talk about are the ones that will come and say, well, Larry doesn't want want me to talk about this. You know, it's like that won't get through to someone.
Right.
Right? I mean, so what's the point?
And that's exactly
Yeah.
right. The people who won't respect the boundary are the people who are really the problem.
Right, right.
And so if you set the boundary and then kind of remind them, or you're around to kind of keep them in line very gently, very
Yeah.
warmly, very nicely, it's really important, especially if you're hosting.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're hosting, you have, you know.
Yeah, but do you want to put all these ground rules of people coming in your house? I mean, it'd be nice, but you know that.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if
Right,
you don't. If you don't put the
right.
ground rules up, then you're in the midst of
Right.
it.
But it's like, that sounds like a fun party. Larry's got the list of rules that
Yeah.
I can't talk. You know what I mean?
Right,
but,
right.
but it's terrible. If
I
you
don't care about being polite. I have no problem jumping in and shutting it down, right? I mean, but it gets tense for other people.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed.
And everybody
yeah.
wants to dance around
Yeah.
what needs to be said.
Yeah.
And you can do so gently and kindly if you use these techniques. Otherwise, it can be very destructive because people storm off or
Right.
people leave or, you know, and so, you know, and really being attuned to your family members, knowing who will respect that boundary and who will help you keep that boundary. And, you know, when the event happens is strategic. And maybe the more defensive people, maybe not set that boundary with the more defensive people. Maybe just have everyone else in line to kind of help shut that person
Some buffer
down.
people,
Yeah.
see them in between there. There we go. Well, the book
What
is.
are you doing December 25th?
Yeah, you can email her directly at there's her book and there's her Instagram and TikTok. Dr. Erin Leonard, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.